What's up everybody, welcome to this episode of MITSU-CHAN'S Upgrades. Today we're installing HIDs. Before we begin, we're just doing a small unboxing. So, just to showcase, this is what was inside of the box. There are two pieces and the installation guide. Now in here, if I remember correctly, yes, very beautiful HID bulbs. It's your connector kit. And each one comes with its own bulb assembly. I, of course, want to double check to make sure there's no cracks or anything because, well, these are breakable items, so just play it safe. Always double check just to make sure both the bulbs are good. Mine are. So let's put these aside. And in the other half, this is the box that makes the most noise in the packaging. These are the ballasts and the connections from the ballasts to the light bulbs in question, as well as any mounting hardware you might need. And I believe these are, yep, some noise deadening pads. That way you don't hear anything knocking around a lot. So, simple, easy installation. Honestly, it's not very difficult. My recommendation is to take the actual headlights out and then start putting in the HIDs, because putting them in like the regular light bulbs, you know, it's doable, but I don't recommend it personally. Now, we've done a headlight installation on this particular car before, so we won't go over how to take them out and put them in, because if you want to know that, we have a headlamp replacement video in this MITSU-CHAN playlist, so go look that up for more information on how to take the headlights out. But for now, we're just going to kind of time lapse through taking the headlights out of the car. So just to showcase what the lights look like right now, we're going to turn the light on real fast. So that's what the stock bulbs that are in there look like. When I say stock bulbs, I mean they're not HIDs. They're just headlight bulbs that you can buy at any given auto parts store. These were, I think, Sylvania light bulbs, the ZXE bulbs. They're pretty bright, honestly. I like them a lot, but I want the HIDs for basically the fact that they last a lot longer. And ironically enough, this kit that I bought from HIDEXTRA is the same cost, actually cheaper than the bulbs that are in this car for the entire HID kit. There we go. Just got to undo those 3 clamps on the back. As you can tell, on mine, it's the Sylvania bulb. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, Sylvania bulb. We're going to take this out and we're going to put in our nice, clean, new HID bulbs because I'm really excited to get them in. There we go. You don't want to throw these out because, well, you know, it's good to have backups. This all the way on, just like so. So this was the cap that was holding that on there. You want to slide this in, but I recommend pointing the low beam down and high beam up. There we go. The bulb's in. Now it's all the connecting of wires. So I'm going to do this out of the car first, and then I'm going to put it in the car, and I'm leaving this on here for a reason. Now, these connectors are real straight and simple. You just plug up the corresponding connectors with the parts that go with them. Just like that. There we go. Then take the socket connection kit and get everything wired up where it needs to go. This connects to the ballast supply, just like that. Then this connects to the car's initial power supply. We're going to test it first before we mount it into the car, just to make sure all our connections are solid, and then we repeat it on the other side. Okay, you can definitely tell on camera that is a lot brighter, and it's not even set in there all the way. This is great news. Now we just need to figure out how to mount things back in there so that the ballasts don't shake, don't move, but more importantly, things stay connected. Now, one really nice thing about this brand, HIDEXTRA, is that they provide mounting brackets for these systems. So this one, you just simply it's a two-part system. There's a clip on the other side, it latches in place. Take the screws that they provide for you and just kind of hand fit them together. This will keep the HID ballast in place, and then you can use one of the bolts on the car to actually hold this down, and so it won't move. So for this side being the passenger side, I went with putting the ballast mount up against that bolt right there. That's one of the bolts holding in that particular tub of window cleaner solution. But the good news is even where it's positioned, the wires that are down in there right now, you kind of can't see because it's dark in there, are still able to reach the headlamp in question. So we're good as far as installing it inside of this particular system. Just to show the difference between the stock bulb, which is on right now, and the HID bulb that's over there. HID looks amazingly good even without the hood down and looking all complete. It's just such a clean look. This one, it's still bright even though the sun's shining on it, but the HID really pops in this light. Alright, so here we are on the other side, now the driver's side. We've got the light out, we've already installed the bulb inside of the headlamp. But now, as you can tell, this is how I've mounted this one, just to try something different between the two sides. So I have it bolted in here. Now the light has a lip, so it sticks down a little bit, which is why there's this angle. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but that's why there's that angle on the ballast itself. So the ballast sticks down, but the wires still come up. As you can tell, this one has got no issues holding on, so we don't have to zip tie that. And now all we gotta do is just plug in the wires and we're good to go. And there it is, look at that. Look how clean these look. I know the lenses are filthy right now because of all the snow, but as far as the color, that is exactly what I was hoping for. Let's close this hood. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is an HID install. So while the car warms up, I just want to emphasize real quickly that I was not paid by HIDEXTRA to do this install or anything like that. I just, doing my homework, found them to be the most affordable. And I decided to give them a shot, and you know what? It paid off in stoves. These are really nice HIDs. I will say that I might go with a different bulb. I love the blue tint, but I think I might get rid of the high-low and just opt that out for something that's a little bit more consistent. Because like the high-low, you've got the high beam, which is the HID, and then you got this low beam, which is like a regular incandescent bulb. Not that it's a hate on them, I really love these lights. It's just I want to see if I can figure out a way to finagle some of the wiring so that the HID is always on, and then the low beam or the high beam additional piece comes on when I turn on my high beams. When it's in park, it's kind of hard to see when the engine's off, but then when you turn it on, there's a definite difference between high beam and low beam. So not that that's an issue, that is what it's for. It's just I want to see if I can finagle the system so that when I click high beam, the HID always stays on and this other light comes on afterwards. So we'll figure out how to do that. When I do that, I'll probably do a separate episode just calling it HID mod or something of that nature. All in all, these HIDs are fantastic. Visibility has increased dramatically with these lights. And the nice thing too is because it's this kind of light shade of blue, we're not blinding people on the road. It's not harsh on the eyes. It's not painful to look at. It's a very subtle but very effective light, for lack of better terms. The nice thing too is that the blue that's in this car, this bluish tint to the bulb, is not illegal. It is not dark blue or any other shade of that type of blue. It is exactly what it needs to be, which makes me very happy knowing that I now have, well, the right color to be legal on the roads here in Virginia. All in all, this was the easiest mod I've ever done in my life because there was no challenge to this. It was just easy. You pull the headlight out, plug things together, put it in, connect it to the stock housing system, and then voila, it's truly the most plug and play system I have seen, because I've heard of other systems where it's very, you know, you gotta wire this to that and wire that to this and all of this extra work. And this system is easily the best system that I have found on the market. So if you're wanting to do HIDs, try HIDEXTRA. They're really quality bulbs, and there's a number of different styles. My car uses 9007 bulbs, so that's what I got. Whereas Ishmael's truck, I believe, uses H1 or H13. I don't remember the exact bulb configuration for his truck, but they have a lot of different options and a very mix and match styling of options. So if you wanted, say, a higher powered bulb, you can get a higher powered ballast with a bulb to match, or you can get different types of bulbs with different colors to them. So like, there's a lot of good, solid, quantitative options. Give them a shot. Give them a shot. Tell them I sent you. I don't know. Easy mod, real simple, very effective, and it definitely updates the way these lights work and look. Any questions, any comments, leave them down below in the comment section. I will do my best to read them and catch up on them. I'm a little behind right now on the car Rant show, so stay tuned for that. There's a number of them that are going to be coming out here pretty soon. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We want to hear what you would like to see done next. There are other mods that will happen to this car. Some that are a little bit of preventative maintenance, and others that are just because we can. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you on another episode of Car Rant and MITSU-CHAN'S Upgrades. Peace. Wow, I've been doing this up until I turn the camera on. Oh, and because it's St. Patrick's Day, I got my green on. I'm pretty sure I just coated my car in sand and dirt and filth and snow. God dang it.